Right then, please listen up. The heat does not just sit on your skin here in Isaan, it seeps into your very soul. A heavy, humid blanket that makes thinking feel like wading through treacle. Good morning, or perhaps it is still afternoon. The light here has a peculiar quality, a relentless glare that bleaches the colour from the world. Besides, as I sit here watching a motorbike laden with an entire family of four, a flock of live chickens, and what looks suspiciously like a full-size refrigerator, I find myself pondering a question. A rather large, rather uncomfortable question that I suspect every foreigner who has ever dared to call this place home has wrestled with at some point. Here is a question for you, and I want you to really sit with it. When did you first realize that you are completely and utterly irrelevant to the way this country works? I remember stepping off the plane in Bangkok all those years ago. I was a younger man then, full of vim and vinegar, and an unshakable and utterly ridiculous sense of self-importance. You see, I had read the books, watched the documentaries, and convinced myself I was different from the common tourist. I was not just a visitor, I was an expatriate, a man of the world. I was arriving with a suitcase full of Western ideals and a modest pension that I was certain would make me a figure of significant local influence. Ah, the sheer magnificent arrogance of it. There is a peculiar psychological trap that snaps shut the moment you realize your spending power in a place like this goes a long way. It is a dangerous illusion of grandeur. You start thinking, well, I am contributing to the local economy, as if you are a miniature IMF. You begin to believe that because you can afford a nice house and a few cold beers, your opinions on how things should be run suddenly carry weight. It is the investor mindset, a fantasy that your three-bedroom rental and your patronage of the local 7-Eleven somehow grants you a seat at the table. However, the country does not pivot for you. The heat does not relent because you complain about it. The traffic in Bangkok, the haze of exhaust fumes and pure chaos does not clear a path for your precious sensibilities. You have arrived at the gates of an ancient kingdom, and you are not the main character. You are not even a supporting character. You are an extra who has paid the privilege to be in the background of a film that has been running for centuries. Now, let us talk about the first great slayer of the expat ego, the Thai government. Or, more specifically, the institution many of us lovingly, and by lovingly I mean with a sense of simmering despair, refer to as the concrete wall. We have to understand, and this is crucial, that administrative red tape is not a bug in the system. It is the system. It is a feature of national sovereignty designed not to be fixed but to be endured. The 90-day check-in. My God, the 90-day check-in. Is there a more potent, more humiliating reminder of your status as a monitored visitor than being required to report your address to a government official every 3 months? You queue for hours in a sterile, air-conditioned office that smells faintly of copied toner and desperation. Your number is called. You slide your paperwork across the counter. The official looks at you with the same expression one might reserve for a mildly interesting but ultimately irrelevant insect. She stamps your form. Next. It is a beautiful bureaucratic ballet designed to remind you in no uncertain terms that you are a guest who has outstayed their welcome the moment they start complaining about the way the house is run. I hear some of you wittering on about digital nomad visas and new residency schemes. Do not be fooled. These are not invitations to the table. They are simply a more expensive, more complicated leash. They provide a veneer of legitimacy, a slightly more comfortable cage, but it is a cage nonetheless. You are now just a more expensive, more manageable mosquito. Nevertheless, the bureaucracy is just the tangible wall. The far more insidious barrier is the invisible one, the social hierarchy, the circle of trust, if you will. It is a concept as thick and palatable as the Isaan dust that coats everything in a fine orange film. It is built on layers of kunjai. For those of you who do not know, kunjai is a beautiful, complicated, and utterly infuriating concept. It translates roughly to a desire to not impose or cause someone else trouble. Sounds lovely, does it not? It is a kind of considerate altruism. In practice, for a Farang, it is a minefield. You see, we Westerners are direct creatures. We see a problem, we want to solve it. We see an inefficiency, we want to point it out. We confront. In Thai society, confrontation is about as welcome as a bulldog in a china shop. Direct confrontation does not solve a problem, it creates a loss of face, a deep and profound shame that is far more damaging than any bureaucratic oversight. We charge in like bulls, trying to modernize or improve, not realizing we are trampling on an invisible cultural order that has operated just fine without our input for 1,000 years. Besides, this is where the Farang label slams down its glass ceiling. It does not matter if you have lived here for 10 years, can speak passable Thai, and can eat somtam with the best of them. You are a Farang, a foreigner, an outsider. You will always be viewed through that lens. It is inherently malicious. It is not inherently malicious. It is simply a fact. It is a cultural immunity that Thai institutions have developed, a stubborn refusal to bend to foreign criticism or attempts at change. You could be a Nobel laureate and you would still be the person who eats with a fork and spoon the wrong way. It is humbling, sometimes infuriating, ultimately freeing realization. Now, let us cast our eyes forward to this brave new world of 2026. The economic landscape of Southeast Asia is shifting. And where do you think Thailand's priorities lie? Do you think they are pondering how to make life more comfortable for the grumpy bloke in Isaan? No, they are focusing on the regional ASEAN stability. They are building bridges, quite literally, with their neighbours. They are looking at massive infrastructure projects, trade deals, and a future where they are a central player in a block of nations. We expats, we are not on that map. The charming village you live in, the one where you become a local character, the one you have spent years improving with your ideas and your carefully planted western shrubs. It will replace you the moment your lease expires or your visa runs out. It is a harsh truth, but the neighbourhood does not need you. The well does not stop spinning because you decide to pack it in and go back to rainy old Blighty. You are a transient guest in a permanent state. Thailand has seen empires rise and fall. It has weathered world wars, coups, and economic tsunamis. It has survived centuries of global shifts by remaining quintessentially stubborn and gloriously Thai. Do you really think your LinkedIn article on how to modernize Thai bureaucracy is going to make them blink? You are a pebble in a river that has been flowing for centuries. You might make a tiny ripple, but the current, my friend, is far stronger than you. So, what is the alternative? I would tell you what it is. It is the same thing I eventually discovered out here on the dusty, sun-scorched plains of Isaan. It is called radical acceptance. The only way to find peace in a land of smiles is to stop trying to change the picture and simply become an appreciative observer of it. Here is a surprising twist that might just change your entire perspective. The very thing you view as incompetence, the my pen Rai attitude, the chaotic bureaucracy, that is the secret sauce. It is a national treasure. It is a collective psychological wall against the world that is always trying to make you go faster, work harder, and be more efficient. You see a queue at the government office that would take 3 hours. A Thai sees a chance to gossip with their neighbours and enjoy the air conditioning. You see a motorbike piled high with enough produce to feed a battalion. They see a man taking his entire livelihood to the market and earning an honest baht. It is a different rhythm, a different song, and it does not need your arrangement. The real happiness here, the sort that does not come in a bottle, is found in the quiet moments. It is in the smile from the woman at the market who always gives you an extra mango. It is the ancient gnarled tree that stands in the middle of the rice paddy, untouched by progress. It is the simple, profound beauty of a culture that has looked at the relentless march of globalization and said, quite firmly and politely, "Thank you, but we are all right." Pivot from a demanding critic to an appreciative observer. Watch, learn, be quiet for once. Let go of the need to change the land of smiles, and it will reward you with a peace that no amount of Western planning or efficiency could ever provide. You will become a different kind of person. You will stop asking, why doesn't it work, and start appreciating how wonderfully it works. Do you know what the real difference is between a frustrated expat and a happy one? The happy one has stopped expecting the world to look like a postcard from his own country. He has traded the heavy weight of entitlement for the light, dusty, beautiful peace of acceptance. Therefore, the question I posed at the start, the one about realizing your irrelevance, well, the answer, which I have kept you waiting for, is this. You realize it when you stop trying to be relevant. It is the most liberating moment of your life. It is the moment you finally see Thailand, not for what you can demand of it, but for what it is. Besides, trying to change Thailand is the most futile, exhausting, and frankly hilarious task a man can set himself. It is like trying to train a cat to fetch. It will never happen, and the cat will be greatly amused by your efforts. So, sit back, relax, and let the cat be a cat. Right, I'm off to get a beer. Anyone want one? No, good, more for me. If this reality check hit a little too close to home, or if you have made peace with your own irrelevance, hit that like button and subscribe for more grumpy truths from the heart of Isaan. What's more, do not forget to leave a comment. What was your I am not the main character moment? Thanks for listening. Until next time, keep that beer cold and your expectations low. It is the secret to a long and happy life out here. Take care. Bye-bye.